This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Conference tournaments heating up across the college basketball landscape this week, including the women's SEC tournament down in Little Rock, Arkansas. 6-seed Kentucky opening SEC tournament play versus 11-seed Vanderbilt. The Commodores score first to go up 2-0. But then Kentucky goes off. Michaela Epps the drive and score on the break for 2. Then off the handoff and screen, Epps again. Baseline drive, layup off the glass. Off of Andy Miss, the Cats running again. Bria Goss decides to do it herself, goes all the way in for the score. Jennifer O'Neal now, the cross-court pass to Lene Harper, steps up, hits the jumper, does Harper. Part of a 16-2 run for Kentucky. And the Wildcats win and advance to the quarterfinals 67-61 over the Vanderbilt Commodores. So Kentucky advances to tomorrow's quarterfinal round, where it will play 3-seed Mississippi State. Tip-off scheduled for approximately 9 o'clock Eastern time on the SEC network. In their only meeting this season, the Wildcats beat the Bulldogs 92-90 in double overtime back on February 12th. In Lexington. A couple of other women's conference tournament scores of note in the Mountain East Conference quarterfinals. The UVA-wise Lady Cavaliers take top seed West Liberty to double overtime, but fall 73-68, ending their season at 10-20. And a couple of upsets in the Mid-South Conference tournament. 4-seed U-Pike falls to 5-seed Cumberland, Tennessee, 59-56. Jolita Faison hits a three-pointer at the buzzer to send the Bulldogs to the semifinals. And the Cumberland's Patriot Ladies, a 7-seed, beat 2-seed Lindsey Wilson 65-61. Lydia Cuff scores 26 points for Cumberland's in the win. John Calipari and his team will try to do it this weekend, complete an undefeated regular season by beating Florida on Senior Day at Rupp Arena. In the KSR Minute, Matt Jones says the Cats are playing for history.
It's a winter wonderland in Kentucky as we are all snowed in, but the Cats have to focus on Saturday. Now, on one level, this game against Florida is kind of meaningless. The Cats have the #1 seed. They're going to be the #1 overall seed. There's very little to play for. Well, that is except history, as they have a chance to go 31-0, be the first major conference team to do so since '76. Now, Florida's not good. They recently lost to last-place Missouri, and when they played down in Gainesville, it was probably their best game of the season. But they do have talent, and that's the part that Kentucky has to be careful about. There's going to be a lot of attention on this game, people coming in from all over the country to see if the Cats can go undefeated. And the real games start next week with the SEC tournament, the NCAA tournament, but there's still one left. And Calipari realizes how important it is. He said they were going to play hard at the SEC tournament because it was for the fans and they knew how important it was. But that doesn't matter unless they beat Florida. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Kentucky's the overwhelming favorite. They should win rather easily. But if they don't show up, if the crowd's not into it, if people don't come because of the snow, it might be a little more difficult than it would normally be. I'm Matt Jones, and this is the KSR Minute.
1 down, 3 to go for the Morehead State Eagles and an OVC Tournament Championship. The Eagles looking to advance to the semis with a win this evening. Quarterfinals of the men's OVC Tournament. Morehead State versus Tennessee Martin, the Skyhawks. This game would belong to 2 players, one of which Angelo Warner. 3-ball puts the Eagles up 11 in the first half. Just inside the arc this time, Warner thinking about it, decides to pull up, hits it, lead is 6. The other star tonight, Karam Mashur. He cleans up the miss, tips it in, lead back to double digits. To the second half we go. Warner aggressively to the rack. Morehead by 10 over the Skyhawks. Now the other guy, Mashur, working in the paint, gets the bucket and draws the foul. 25 points for Mashur, game high 27 for Warner. Morehead State advances to the semis, 76-65.
And we're just giving it our all. You know, we're not worrying about being tired. We knew, you know, because of the season that we had in the regular season, that we made our bed. And now we got to lay in it, but we got to make the best of it. We know we got to win 4 games, and we've won 2, and we're trying to go, and we're going to, come at it tomorrow and try to win a 3rd one.
The Morehead State women also in action today in the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament, but the Eagles falling short to Tennessee State 81-66, ending their season. Almisha Jones, the program's all-time leader in assists, finishes with 19 points, a game-high 7 assists. Freshman Ariel Nickel with 16 points, 6 rebounds. Tennessee State led by Rachel Allen, Chelsea Hudson, both finishing with a game-high 20 points. Head coach Dan D'Antoni and Marshall visiting Old Dominion, a game seen on this TV. Down too early, the Herd begin to heat up a little. JP Cambola lets it fly from the wing, banks it in from 3. From the other side now, Justin Edmonds connects on the tray attempt. Marshall ties it up in Norfolk. Ryan Taylor passes up the shot, drives it in, absorbs the contact, still gets the bucket. Herd down just 2. Now down 5, Austin Loop keeping the Herd close, buries the 3 from the near corner to cut the deficit back down to 2. But the Monarchs would find their groove in the second half, knock off Marshall 67-50.